Welcome to Sirens. I'm here at Omega Pro and Microtech, and in this video we're going to talk about ship components, shields, power plants, coolers and quantum drives. This is really nice. It's like Cinemass is both really good shops. I like the pictures on the walls and how they've got all of these items on display. You can actually buy them from here if you want to. But the best way to look for them is in this panel. So with components, there are 5 categories or types. Not in any particular order, but civilian is one of those. And your civilian type is generally low cost and general purpose. Then we have competition. This one. Competition is for racing. They have high performance, but may not have best in other qualities. So there's another type, and we have also industrial. There's one. Industrials have a high output and durability. They sometimes have poor efficiency. So, for example, a shield, an industrial shield, has a really good hit points, but it'll have a really bad EM signature. You can see it for miles. But they're good for mining and trade ships. You know, your industrial stuff. That's what it is. Next, we'll go to stealth components. So there's one. Stealth have a really low mission. Because of that, they generally aren't as powerful, but your application for that would be covert operations. So if you're trying not to be detected, that's when your stealth components come into it. Stealth shields have a faster regeneration rate. Okay, then we have military. Missed another one. So these ones have a balanced output and emissions. You have a good amount of shields, and you have a decent amount of regen rate. So they're kind of balanced in that they're not skewed one way or another. They're not best hit points. That'll be your industrial ones, and they don't have the fastest regen. That'll be your stealth. Somewhere in the middle with both of those attributes. They're good, so I like them for combat spec vehicles. So those are the 5 types. On top of that you have the grade. This one's a grade D, which is the lowest tier, entry level. Then it goes to grade C, which is a little bit better than the D. Then it goes to grade B, again better than the C. And finally grade A, which is the top tier. They also have a size attribute, so that's just the size of the ship. So you've got your coolers, power plants, shield generators. You also got your propulsion. They each have their own class and grade, size, and there's a lot to choose from. So you can get a bit lost. Which one do I want? I don't know what's going to be best. One thing that's useful to help you through that is this website called Urkel. And for example, here I've got Amble Pisces selected. You click here to change that. I've got the Pisces because I've been doing some box missions, earn a bit of money. And then you can select your weapons. In this case I've put Yellow Jackets on it because they have a lower signature and I want to be undetected. I don't want people to interrupt me while I'm running box missions. Marksman, I changed them out to Task Force to do more damage. Not that they're going to do anything anyway, that'll size 1 missiles. Now the Mirage, this is what I changed the shield out to. It's the grade A, or in Urkel's case they call it grade 1, but it's a stealth generator. So it has the lowest emissions, the highest regen. I select the burst because I like the distance that it can cover. Talk about that in a minute. Now we have the Slipstream, that's a stealth power plant. And it has low emissions, so it's good for being undercover or covert, whatever. Coolers, Snowbind again, stealth. Grade A, so they're pretty good. Combination of all of those give me these stats here, so that's my DPS. Doesn't really matter for a Pisces because I'm not going to use it. Not going to fight anything. My missile damage, this is my shield hit points, and my regeneration rate. So this is a really good website, I highly recommend. With the Quantum Drive, there's another website I found. It's for 3.8, but it's really useful still. You can select your starting destination and your finished destination, and that tells you the distance. Somebody's collected this info, put it on a spreadsheet. What you can do then is select the size of the quantum drive you want, and you can order the time it takes to get there. So from least to greatest, 6 minutes is what a VK00 do from Port Olisar to Microtech. Now that's a military grade A quantum drive, but it uses 1200 quantum fuel, and my Pisces has only got 780 tanks, so that'd be no good because I don't have enough fuel. So what I do know is the size of my tank, and this one here, the drift, is just too much, 900. The one below that is the burst, and 650, I know I can do that. So that means the fastest I can get from PO to Microtech in the Pisces is 8.3 minutes. And that's why I select that one. Most fighters have got a 580 quantum fuel size, so the flood is almost right, but you'll find if you use that you'll probably run out of fuel just as you get to Microtech. Atlas in that case is a lot better, and you're only losing 15 seconds or whatever, so it's not really a big deal. But what I gained from the burst over the Atlas is about 40 seconds, and it's not a lot, but I'm running back and forth a fair bit, then it's all time. So that's why I select the burst. We go back to the game. I don't know whether they have it here at Omega Pro, but we can just look for it here. Doesn't seem like they have it. So another way of finding things is with Galog. And you go to items and quantum drives. We're looking for the burst. So should be in alphabetical order. There it is. So if I click on it, it brings up all these stats about the burst. And it also tells me where I can find them. So if I go to Area 18 Dumpers Depot or Grim Hex Dumpers Depot, that's where I'll find them. Another way you can look for it with Galog is use the bot. So in this bot channel, there, what you can do is type exclamation mark item and then the item that you're looking for. So burst, and it will do a search and tell me this is where you'll buy it from: ArtCorp, Grim Hex, at Dumpers Depot. And another thing that is important is your selection. So it's easy to go to Urkel and say, righto, what's the best and the best, and I'll get the ones that have all the highest output and then just go and buy them. But depending on your application, that might not be what you want. For example, I've set up this Pisces to be a little courier, and I don't really want to have people know I'm running around, because that makes me target. If somebody wants to take me out and be a criminal, then whatever the case, I can't control that, so I'd rather not be detected while I'm cruising around. And in that scenario, the best quantum drive would have been the was it XK00, the fastest one, but it also doesn't have the fuel efficiency to get me from PO to Microtech, so it's not the right one for this application. For the systems, I'm using Snowblind, 2 stealth coolers, because they have low emissions. Now they're not the best ones that I could get, but that's what I want for this application. Sonic light, I've got that because I can't find the slipstream yet. As soon as I find the slipstream, buy that, swap it out. And the Mirage, that's the A grade stealth generator. I'm happy with that one. So have a look around and experiment with different setups. Use the websites to give you an idea, but try them out for yourself. And keep in mind that the numbers and the stats will change. And I'd look at it as if, what is CIG trying to do? They've got the types: civilian, competition, military, stealth, and industrial, and they have the grades. So select the type for the application and try to get the best grade is probably the, but then that's not always the case, because I'm using a grade B civilian quantum drive, which is better in my application than the grade A for the same type, because it's a little bit faster. So yeah, it takes a bit of experimenting. But anyway, have fun.